featured on Las Vegas television and on My Network TV's Business Profile. Thanks for tuning in to Business Profile, and we have our good friend Eddie LaPerry from New You to View back on the show.
Thank you, great to be here.
Welcome back.
Thank you, great to be here.
So you got a pretty good response the last time you were on the show.
Wonderful response, a wonderful response. There's a lot of people out there that still don't know what OxyView glasses are, though. So let me tell you, OxyView has taken the place of the nasal cannula that you would normally see on somebody out in public.
So those are people that lug around those big oxygen tanks and all those tubes coming out of everywhere?
That's correct,
okay.
That's correct. And that is perceived differently out in the public eye. A lot of people treat them as handicap. As you have heard from last testimonials, it's just really very uncomfortable, and what a lot of people do is they take their oxygen tubing off when they go in public because they're so embarrassed.
And that's not safe.
And it's not safe for them at all. It's very, very unhealthy for them.
Whenever I had all of the tubing on, I did not even want to leave my house. I wanted to stay in. It is so much of a hassle. You are always hooking your oxygen, all the tubing on something. And with the OxyView glasses, it just is completely different.
And nobody can tell I'm even on oxygen unless I tell them. There's a few people that wonder when they get up real close and ask me that they don't really notice that you're on oxygen.
Okay, so what this is, these are eyeglasses that dispense the oxygen, and you cannot even see that someone is using the oxygen when they're wearing these.
Very unnoticeable, very discreet. They are FDA approved up to 5 liters, and if you're on oxygen, you should know what that means. Maximum capacity of flow is 5 liters. And it is very comfortable and very unnoticeable.
Susie?
Claire, how are you?
I'm great. How are you
I'm
doing?
fine. I'm so glad to see you.
Well, what's going on with you? What have you been doing?
Oh, I've been so busy. I take a tap dance class, and I recently enrolled in a yoga class. You know, Claire, I don't want to stay home. I'm going to keep going.
But what happened to your oxygen? Are you not on oxygen anymore? Where's the big tank and all of the nasal tubing?
I'm still on oxygen 24/7. But let me tell you something. I have a personal device that delivers my oxygen, and then I have OxyView glasses.
I love your glasses. They're awesome.
They're wonderful. Let me tell you about them. The oxygen comes in from my personal device up the back through the little tubes, across my frames, through little hollow tubes, across the top, down to my nose through another little tube, and then in. The oxygen comes in my nose through these little J's. Wonderful. No more.
That is amazing. How in the world? I cannot stand all of this. It's just driving me crazy. How do you go about finding it? How did you find them?
Hey, I can tell you that. Now, don't tear up on me because I've got information I can give you. I've got it right in my purse. This is a brochure about the OxyView glasses. Here she is with the cannula on. Here she is with no cannula.
What a difference.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yes.
This brochure gives you all the information you need to know. Sizes, colors. Yeah.
For men and women?
Men and women, but you know us girls, we like these things.
Oh, absolutely.
We really like them better.
Absolutely.
You turn
That's
it over
very
on the
discreet.
back. Yeah. You turn it over on the back, and there's 2 phone numbers here. I'm going to give you this, and you take it with you. And when you call and order a pair, you call me and let me know because you're not going to wear this anymore. I love my OxyView glasses.
Most patients often report being embarrassed or feeling as if others see them as sick or disabled. As a result, oxygen patients often curtail their trips out in public, or worst of all, they simply avoid wearing their oxygen at all when leaving the house. And not wearing your oxygen means you are not compliant with your oxygen as prescribed by your doctor. OxyView Oxygen Therapy Eyewear eliminates the nasal cannula and many, if not all, of these problems. The small nasal prongs used with the OxyView frames are both comfortable and very discreet. Likewise, the connecting tube is designed to arrive from behind the patient and is therefore far less noticeable than the standard oxygen tubing. Many patients report that others cannot even tell when they are receiving supplemental oxygen. Both physiologically and cosmetically, OxyView oxygen therapy eyewear is a superior method of oxygen delivery.
When I got on oxygen, it was very depressing. I just could not stand all of the tubing around my nose and around my chin. But when I found out about the OxyView glasses, I absolutely loved them. I could not believe the freedom that I felt from being on OxyView. It is absolutely wonderful. I feel like with the tubing, I was so restrained, so constricted. Now I have such a freedom. There's minimal tubing. It's just absolutely wonderful. And a nurse came in the other day, and she looked at me, and she said, "Oh my, that is very discreet, isn't it?" And I thought that was really a good word. That's very discreet.